you need to know the difference to protect yourself. There's jealousy and then there's envy. And they both look differently but feel the same to the person that's on the receiving end, to the victim of it. It feels the same, but it looks differently. And you got to pay attention to the details to see which is which. So there's jealousy and then there's envy. Jealousy takes, envy imitates. Jealousy takes, envy imitates. So a jealous person it's not going to be hard for you to detect that the person's jealous of you. It's going to be very straightforward. I mean, they're going to show you they don't like you. They're going to make faces. They're going to say slick comments, right? They're going to try to ruin your reputation. Jealousy is extremely obvious. Unless you're someone that's prone to ignoring things to keep the peace, jealousy is obvious. Envy is what's hard to detect. Envy is where you need to have spiritual discernment and intuition, because that right there, it's very, very sadistic and hidden, okay? Envy it's someone that is slowly morphing themselves into you, slowly but surely, meaning they cannot blow their cover. Okay, the jealous person is going to straight up be like, I don't like you. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want her invited to the party. It's very boom, boom, boom. But the envious person is like, ooh, I like her. I like her style. I like her flow. I like his style. I like his flow. Let me try to be her friend. Let me try to be his friend. Let me congratulate them. Let me be their biggest cheerleader. An envious person will even get in a fight and fight your enemy for you. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you. I'm telling you. It's them getting as near you as possible so they can have a front row seat to your life. So they can know exactly what to imitate and how to imitate in order for the swap to come into effect. So people who destiny swap or try to swap with other people, they're envious, right? So you will notice they're trying to imitate that person, right? A jealous person is just trying to stop. They're trying to throw rocks in your path, sabotage. It's very transparent. The envious person is slowly trying to morph themselves into you. That is the difference between the two. So the situation with Haley and Selena, allegedly, that whole situation, that is envy. That's envy. That's not jealousy. That's envy. That's envy. Yeah, that's 100% envy. Yeah. That's envy. So, and what happened to Aliyah, that was envy. That was a result of envy. So let's get into it. Miss Yolanda is set to go on parole, possibly this month, allegedly. So I thought, yep, it's time for another series, of course, on jealousy and envy, since we are still talking about destiny swapping. All right, so here's a big thing that I want you guys to understand. And before I get into, the nitty gritty, I would like to ask you a question. And I would like for you all to put your answers in the comment section. Okay, and then I'll give you the answer to the question at the end. Selena's unfortunate passing away at the hands of Yolanda, do you think that was a result of jealousy? Or do you think that was a result of envy? Because jealousy and envy are two different things. Yes, they're brother and sister, but they are two different things. So put your comment in the comment section right now. Do you think Selena passing away at the hands of Yolanda was as a result of jealousy and envy? Now, I'm going to go ahead and start helping you realize the difference between the two so you know how to navigate both. Now, in my opinion, what's more dangerous? Jealousy or envy? In my opinion, envy is more dangerous than jealousy. That's what I think. And I'm going to tell you why. When somebody has a spirit of jealousy, when somebody is jealous of you, you will see that their goal is to take. When somebody is envious of you, their goal is to replace. Let me say that again. When somebody is jealous of you, their goal is to take. When somebody is envious of you, their goal is to replace. So as far as destiny swapping goes, when somebody is trying to destiny swap with another person, That is a result of envy. Now, can somebody be envious and jealous at the same time? Absolutely. But they will usually have one at a more higher percentage than the other on the victim that they are, throwing these emotions at. So when somebody is jealous of you, here's what to look out for, and here's what they're going to do. A jealous person's goal is to take from you, whether it's to take from you in the physical or to take from you in the spiritual. So let's say somebody at your workplace is jealous of you, right? This person is jealous of you. Okay. And because they are jealous of you, let's say there was a file or a document that could have been given to you to allow you to do your work better. The jealous person is never going to let that document land on your desk. If they were responsible to give you the document in order for you to do better at your role, they are going to withhold that document from you. So jealousy is taking opportunities from people, right? Where if you have a boss that is jealous of you, she knows what you're capable of. She is going to remove opportunities from you. She's going to remove privileges from you. It's all about taking away. The jealous person wants to take. The jealous person wants to take away from their target. Okay? The jealous person wants to take from their target. Understand that. The jealous person wants to take your boyfriend. The jealous person wants to take your credibility, right? You pitch out an ideal and the person starts walking around town acting like they came up with it. They want to take your praise for that ideal. The jealous person's goal is to take from you, is to take. Now, the envious person, their goal is to replace. Okay, so if the envious person knows, oh, she's going to start a cooking show, the envious person is going to also start a cooking show. They are secretly trying to morph themselves into you. They're not necessarily trying to take anything from you. They're just trying to become you. Okay, that is the difference. So yes, can somebody be jealous and envious simultaneously, where they do both, take and replace? That's where it becomes very demonic. Absolutely. But it's usually one or the other. Okay. So for example, when it comes to Selena and Yolanda, Selena passing away was a result of jealousy. It wasn't a result of envy. I don't think Yolanda had a desire to be a singer. I don't think Yolanda tried to sing. I don't think Yolanda was trying to be one of Selena's backup dancers. No, I don't think Yolanda had envy for Selena at all. I think she was jealous of Selena. So as a result of being jealous of Selena, she took her life from her, right? So jealousy usually results in people trying to take your life from you, where envy results in someone trying to replicate your life and draw the attention that's on you to draw it to them. Okay, so people who destiny swap, for example, Yolanda did not destiny swap with Selena. She just took her life, like literally and figuratively. She took her life and went to jail, and that was the end of it. Now, a destiny swapper, if they end up getting to the point where they can take your life from you, they will also replace you or try to become the new you, right? So that is a result of envy. So it's important for you to know the difference between the two, because it's a fine line. Jealousy and envy is just like nice and kind. Like, you really have to get to the nitty gritty, because they appear the same, but they're actually not. And you got to learn the detail and the difference between the two. So if I encounter a woman that is envious of me and I encounter a woman that is jealous of me, here's going to be the difference. The woman that is jealous of me is going to ridicule me, right? She's going to try to take things from me. She's going to try to take opportunities from me. She's going to try to place bugs in people's ears about me. She's going to try to trash me publicly. She's going to try to degrade me. It's going to be very transparent. Okay, jealousy is very transparent. It's very, you can spot it, you can see it. If you don't want to spot it and you don't want to see it, that's on you. But jealousy it's extremely obvious. The dangerous one is envy. Envy is not obvious. An envious person, when somebody envies you, they want to be your friend. They want to become your best friend. They want to be your only friend. Right? They want a front row seat to you, a front row seat to understanding you, a front row seat to seeing how you move through life, a front row seat to seeing your personality, a front row seat to seeing what you do on your day-to-day. They need the opportunity to study you up close. So envy is the desire to study somebody up close. So when somebody's envious of you, they don't want to burn that bridge. Okay, because they want that immediate connection to you so they can successfully perform the swap. Okay, so the person that's envious of you is a person that's going to say, oh my God, I love the fact that you started this new business. Oh my God, we need to go out and celebrate. But deep down inside, this person is burning up. Okay, but you're never going to see it because they're smiling from ear to ear. And they're going to buy you a cake to congratulate you. Yes, they're going to buy you champagne. They're going to get you flowers. Envy is the most lethal, in my opinion, because it's there, but it's so insidious that it masks itself. When somebody's jealous of you, it's so obvious. Like they will start saying things, doing weird gestures. Just so obvious. Jealousy is obvious. Envy is what's hidden. That is what's not obvious. That is where you need to have the discernment, and God has to show you how that person truly feels about you. Because the reason why I think jealousy is a lot more lethal than envy, let's take Yolanda and Selena again. Yolanda was showing Selena that she didn't like her. She was stealing money, smuggling in money, talking bad about her to people at her warehouse. I mean, the word got to Selena several times, okay? Where Selena messed up is she kept forgiving her, right? The minute somebody is jealous of you and they show you that, you don't allow that person around you again. They've already showed their hands. So if you decide to continue to let them in your environment and they end up, God forbid, taking your life, that's on you, because they showed you their cards, right? But you didn't take it seriously. So you thought it wasn't going to get to where it got to. So jealousy is very obvious. So Yolanda was talking bad about Selena, stealing money. When Selena went to go and confront her at this hotel or motel or whatever, that was probably the third time Yolanda was smuggling in money. She was already caught before, like twice. According to the film, she was caught like twice, but Selena kept forgiving her and giving her a chance to make it up and do better. You're going to pay the price for that when you're dealing with a jealous person. The minute I see someone jealous, it's over. After the first instant, the first occasion, you're done for. Like, I'm never going to deal with you again, because I know it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get any better. So Yolanda was very transparent. It wasn't a shocker. I mean, of course, the loss of her life was a shocker, but Yolanda doing it was not a shocker because the signs were already there. What's dangerous, or what was dangerous, was the passing away of Aliyah. That was a result of envy. She had a lot of people around her smiling in her face, but they showed no signs that they disliked her, right? As a matter of fact, they were pushing her forward. They were in the studio with her. They were helping her put out new records. They were in music videos with her. They were pursuing her to be in romantic relationships with her. It was not obvious. It was not obvious at all, because it was envy. It was envy. And then when she passed away, now people are coming out with music videos and their style imitating her, because it's like, wow, now we finally have space to make it now that we got her out of the way. So envy is a lot harder to detect. That's why you need the Spirit of God, because God will tell you that person's envious of you. Like, God will tell you, or God will show you in a dream how this person truly feels. The envious person wears a mask. You have to be very careful. If you have a feeling about someone and someone is doing something obvious, that's jealousy, right? Jealousy, you can't miss it. It's not going to pass you by. It's not hidden. It's very transparent. The person looks at you in a certain type of way. The jealous person is going to look at you with a face. The envious person is going to look at you with a smile, right? Because they can't blow their cover. You have to be very discerning. Like that client that I had, when they did that size up, but it was very quick. Like it literally, they did it in 1.5 seconds. Like it was so fast that because I'm sharp, right? And because I have the Spirit of God in me, I'm able to just pick up on it. Like whatever someone thinks I wouldn't be able to pick up on, I'm going to. So this client looked at me up and down really fast, like within half a second. They did it very quickly, but I caught it. And I'm like, oh, there it is. There it is. That's envy. There it is. I see the demon. There it is. They're trying to hide it, but I see it because the demon just revealed itself within that half a second right there. So once I saw that, I'm like, okay, I need to start getting away from this person because envy is a lot more lethal than jealousy. So I have to start getting away from this person. And when I started distancing myself from this person, that's when this person started getting hostile because they felt the distance. And the envious person doesn't want you distancing yourself from them, right? So the minute you start to like the jealous person is going to show you they don't want nothing to do with you. The jealous person is going to show you they don't like you, and they want you to distance yourself because they don't like you. They're going to keep doing damage. But the envious person does not want you to distance yourself. That's why you got to be very careful with those friendships. Listen, I know people have ups and downs, but I don't have time to keep retrying a friendship over and over again. A lot of these friendships, especially amongst women, there's a lot of envy. There's envy sitting in the middle of the table. There's envy as the centerpiece of the table. And that's why it's always weird. It's like you guys are cool for a couple months, then you're not. Then you're cool for a couple weeks. It's always something there. You can't put your finger on what the elephant is. It's envy, because envy is not obvious, right? When a friend is envious of you, it's not going to be obvious. It's not going to be like, she's straight up degrading you in front of a table where there's guys. No, that's jealousy. Envy, it's like this girl's at your house. She's doing her makeup in your bathroom with you, right? She's laying on the same bed as you. You guys are watching a show and laughing, right? Like she's in your kitchen and you guys are eating together. It's very sadistic and it's very different and it's very hidden. So you have to learn the difference between envy and jealousy. Jealousy is easy to spot. Envy is not. For example, my family members that I divested from, they were envious. They were envious. Meaning if they found out I was doing something, they would be the first to congratulate me. They would be the first to tell me good job. They would be the first to send me flowers. But behind the scenes, they're in the dark arts trying to restrict what I'm trying to do. That's envy. That's envy. And it's not until I'm laying down in my dreams and God is revealing to me what they're doing, I'm like, oh, wow, that's my family. That's what they're doing. That's why I keep getting attacked in my dreams. That's what they've been doing. But they didn't show me that, but I saw it in the spirit. So you have to understand how jealousy looks and how envy looks, because it looks very different. The jealous person is going to, let's say there's a private group, right? Let's say there's a private group. The jealous person is going to be like, oh no, I don't want her in the private group. And they're going to verbally say that and like kick you out in front of everybody and make you feel like trash. So jealousy is very obvious. The person that's envious of you is going to say, ooh, I like her. Ooh, I like him. I like her style. I want to imitate her. Let me invite her in. Actually, let me have her on the board. Let me have him as my right hand. Let me have her as my secretary. That is what you need to be careful for. That is the scary part. So the envious person is going to invite you in, and the envious person is going to make you their right hand. Yes. They're going to make you their right hand. They're going to put you on their team. Okay. They're going to make you be their secretary. They're going to make you be their business partner. They're going to be arm to arm and shoulder to shoulder with you so that they can get close enough to really take you out, to really swap with you. So envy is something that you have to have a certain level of spiritual discernment to feel it. It's not even something that you're going to spot because the envious person is going to hide themselves. They're going to smile, congratulate you, give you flowers. It's something that you have to feel. It's spiritual. Like, you have to sense it, that this person is envious. It's something that you have to sense. Like, let me give an example of when somebody was envious of me and I felt it. Let me see. I think a lot, and that's why I'm happy I learned the difference, because I think a lot of times in the past, what I experienced with a lot of friends, that was jealousy, because I'm thinking back to the instances and I'm thinking back to the offenses, and they were very obvious. I just ignored them. So a lot of that was jealousy. Now I'm thinking about envy. Let me think about a time. So I talked about that story with my family and the congratulations and them doing stuff under the table to send bad energy to stop what I'm doing. So that's envy. But I'm trying to think if I've ever experienced that with friends. I don't really think I've ever experienced envy with friends. I think with friends in the past, it's always been jealousy, because it's always been, little subtle hints here and there. Envy is more spiritual. Like, your spirit has to discern that this person doesn't like you and they have an agenda that's a lot more detailed than you think. It's like a feeling that you get when you meet this person. It's like you get butterflies, and not the good kind. You can feel this person really hates me. Like, they're not showing it, but your stomach can feel it. You're always nervous when you have to meet up with them. There's a lot of awkward pauses when you're sitting at a table with them. There's like awkward pauses, and you can feel them glaring at you. When you're looking down at your menu, their eye, it's looking at you. Like, you can feel the stare. You can feel the gaze. And then when you look up, they're like, wow, your hair looks great. And they immediately have to cover it up with a compliment, because they don't want you to sense how they truly feel. They don't want you to sense how they truly feel. That's envy. And I think a lot of people end up in these hostile situations as a result of envy. Okay, this is part one. And do not forget to sign up for the self-mastery and manifestation class, because you definitely are going to have to manifest some good people into your life, because these type of people that I'm discussing here, they will try to weasel their way in. But if you have the knowledge, they won't be able to. And then the divester class, to divest from envious family, a jealous family. But this is part one, envy versus jealousy. We're going to do a part two on this, where I'm going to dive even deeper, and I'm going to use comparisons. But I do want you guys to understand that jealousy takes, envy imitates. Okay, when you hear about destiny swapping, think about envy. Class, don't forget to be there. We have self-mastery and manifestation. Yes. In order to stop living the life that does not belong to you, you have to put in the work to live the life that does belong to you. In this class, we're going to talk about mastering yourself, of course, mastering your characteristics, changing your mind, and doing what you need to do to manifest your 4D into your 3D. If you don't know the difference between 4D and 3D, Google it. But we're also going to talk about how to get your manifestations right here, right now, to this dimension, so you can move your life forward. Also, divester pathway. Come on. Which one of you guys are ready to leave the past behind, leave your old group of friends behind, leave your toxic family behind, and do what's necessary to create the life that you desire? Divesting can be scary for people, because you're basically starting everything by yourself and you're leaving everybody behind. So you're going to go through life by yourself, at least for the start of it. But it's okay. This class is going to give you the tools and really the resources on how to navigate starting an entire brand new life away from your toxic family and environment. Don't forget to sign up.